Today we're speaking with Wayne Yoshida, and we're going to discuss recruitment in transportation and logistics. So Wayne, can you first provide a brief background of yourself?
Yes, thank you very much, Dustin, for taking the time to chat with me today. I've been in Japan for about 11 years now, originally from Canada, in recruitment for 4 years, and specifically in logistics and transportation mainly, but also looking after supply chain for some positions. Logistics and transportation, covering anything from freight forwarding, shipping lines, 3PL, express, and that on the maker side as well as the industry of logistics itself. I'm in charge of the logistics and transportation here for Focus Core in Japan and overseeing position in obviously Japan as well as Myanmar, Hong Kong, and Singapore.
Thanks. So, what is the current status of recruitment in transportation and logistics?
I can mainly speak for Japan. Transportation specifically, it's an aging male-dominated industry. Very few new grads or young people are coming in this industry, just maybe because of a little bit of lack of information early on, or maybe because the industry is known as a male-dominated, older gentleman type of industry at the moment. But it's slowly changing with more and more big company looking after obviously logistics, supply chain, and on the transportation companies like DHL and Maersk always have new grad programs that brings in the new blood. Where as a country, I think they were always looking for good salespeople, in the industry of logistics and transportation. It's a rare commodity for bilingual young candidates. So you really have to go out and work your network, I would say. Getting referrals. LinkedIn is very underused in Japan. Very few people are using LinkedIn yet. So we need to have a very strong network to be able to find the people.
Good. Yeah, good. Where are you now? Are you out and about? Or? Okay.
Dustin?
How can supply chain professionals, as well as hiring companies, take advantage of new developments that are happening?
So I just wanted to follow up.
Did you hear me?
Sorry. What was the question? Sorry.
How can supply chain professionals and hiring companies take advantage of new developments that are happening in the industry?
By new development, you mean new companies coming in Japan?
Or just the trends is in recruitment in the logistics industry.
Okay. I would say overall the market at this moment, they are looking very much after qualified procurement specialists as well as demand planning. A lot of companies here in Japan are, I would say, compared to other places in the world, are still implementing SAP or other ERP. A lot of companies are working out of Excel still. So qualified candidates that have SAP, Oracle, ERP experience are very looked after. People with good procurement negotiation skills as well. We find that the bilinguals that can do direct and indirect procurement in Japan are very little. So people that have these skills, the companies they're very, very looking forward to them.
Do you have any final recommendations or comments about recruitment in transportation and logistics in Japan?
Recommendations, I would say, it's a good industry. There's logistics supply chain is not going anywhere. Companies are spending a lot of money to better themselves, to improve their supply chain, their logistics. So I think in the future it's going to be an industry that will still grow. So I think in Japan the image of an aging industry will change. It might take some time, but it will change. And I think the industry is very wide covering, and like we talked about, the procurement, demand planning, plane transportation. That will also offer a lot of opportunities. Transportation, you might have seen in the news recently. I think it's everywhere globally. There's a lack of drivers. So the new opportunities on the IT side for self-driving vans. New ideas will have to come to in the industry to improve it, to make it, I would say, more sexy. But I think in the future, supply chain, logistics, transportation will continue to grow and help us in our daily lives.
Well, thanks for sharing today, Wayne.
Thank you, Dustin.